How we doing? You reminiscing as you go? Are you reminiscing as you go? You remember when you painted those, huh?
Yeah.
I remember sitting next to you. That's gorgeous. I like that one. This one. I like this little house. That house is fabulous. Oh boy, we're going to have a big trip here. I love your opera. Look at saturated color. Nice. That's not your usual. What are you looking for? Just things that excite you? Which paintings are you deciding? How are you deciding which ones you like? How are you deciding which ones to pick?
Well, there's some that I like, and some that are just medium.
Okay. Just wondered what the criteria was. There's another airplane picture. Ooh, Lindo Lake, we were just there. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this one. I got to take a picture of this one. We were sitting on the gazebo once there, and it started to rain. Do you remember that?
No.
And we had to run. It's going to ruin our paintings.
You got good memory.
I do, because I was so impressed with your work. All these years I've watched you. Just totally impressed at how you can just whip out a painting, and it's fabulous every time. There's a beginner. I've never seen that painting. Nice. Look at those clouds. Wow. Did you make those up? Did you make those up, or were they really there that day?
I made them up.
That's gorgeous. I love your back painting. And there's Purple Majesty. Beautiful. Oh, I've never seen that one. Nice. Is that a beginner? Yep. Wow. I don't think I've even photographed that one. Give me that one.
Ducks.
The ducks. Yeah, I was just at this tree, and I said I knew Jay had been at this place. Beautiful. This is the second page of the book.
Yeah.
Where is that? I know you have them all marked on back. Where was that? Campo in 1986. I haven't photographed this one before.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
That's a new one too. I want photos of all your work. Too good.
that's kind of nice.
Now you said you went to Japan in 1967, you think? I don't have
been
this
through
one.
there a few times.
I don't have this one. Nice. That's beautiful. This is what everybody's impressed with, how you did the water on this. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Where is that place?
Ducks.
You like those birds. Where is this place? El Capitan Lake. Okay. Love that. There's a color I don't see you use very often. Nice.
That's centered too.
Too centered?
Too centered.
Oh. I've never seen this one. I don't think I've seen this one. Let's photograph that one. How do you do the rain? Do you take a knife and scratch?
Scratched it.
Yeah? It's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, I love this painting. It's so simple. So simple. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, why did you do two of these?
I don't know.
I saw there was another one. Is it in the back of it? No.
No, I didn't. Let's see.
Okay. I want you to tell us what you think of his work.
Well, it's a great honor. I saw my name there, and it's like, oh my God, Jay is my inspiration. I have to say that. When I moved down from Northern California, I joined the Watercolor Society. When I started, doing the paint out with the folks, I noticed him at the very beginning. He was very quiet. He was always there. No matter how hot or how cold or the bad weather, whatever, he was always there. Then I noticed when I started doing the demos for the Watercolor Society, he came. And he would listen to the critique, because each time when I do it, afterwards I will, supposed to do a critique of everybody's work. He would want it to, because I think he, has his, hearing problem. He would hold his ear, and he would listen to every single word I say, and then he would even afterwards ask me, what specifically he can improve. Really, to me, I think we all love art. That's why we are here. But he is the most passionate painter I've ever seen, around me. Seriously, he doesn't go to a show. Yeah, I know, it's too bad, we didn't get to see his work earlier. But he is really, really passionate about doing the painting. And another thing is he's really passionate about improving himself. About 4 or 5 years ago, after a demo, after critique, he came to me. He said, Shuang, do you do any DVDs? I said, no, unfortunately I don't do it. And he said, well, you should do one because I really wanted to buy and learn your techniques. He's in his 90s, probably at that time. Think about it. I think that's the spirit I really admire. It reminds me who, You see the pictures here shows that he painted the places multiple times. Each time is different. Sometimes better, sometimes, not as good, but he always tried to improve. Which always remind me the famous Impressionist Monet. When I read the past of Monet, I think Monet was like one place he painted 150 times or something like that. So that's all I learned from my inspiration, and I want to keep that in mind when I'm getting older. I want it to be him. So always learn and always be passionate with my painting.
Thank
Hey, it's Gordy. Jay, we're so sorry you're not here. We all have been looking forward to this. There's a huge crowd, and we've got a lot of food that's left over. I wish you could get down at least to see the show. It's really great. The thing about Jay is his loyalty. I painted with him maybe 15 years, maybe longer, and I went whenever I could. But you have other things to do on Wednesday, and I didn't always make it. Jay never missed. Never missed. And that always impressed me until on Thursday, I was down in Balboa Park, and there's Jay down there painting. And I said, oh, you're painting today too? He says, I paint almost every day. And he did. That's why his car is filled with these great paintings. And it's really true. He did a great critique, and we all... He did great critiques, and we'd love to have him do it because they were thoughtful. They were really things where he didn't just say generic good things about it, which he could do, but didn't always. But about mine, he looked at it and he said, good color, but those buildings will never stand.
Anybody else want to talk about Jay? Anybody? I'm going to show him this video because.
Come on, Drew, your turn.
Okay, come up and oh, you're going to wave? Okay, you can wave. I don't care. Great. You're back there, Drew? Okay, good. Okay, well, he can barely see and he can barely hear now, so it's really sad. I really was hoping he was going to be
So
here
when
today.
I first knew Jay, he had an old cardboard box, and it was a big size, that corrugated kind of.
Yep.
He painted it all black, and then he would put his painting on there and start painting. And he said that he liked to have that black because he knew then how how dark he had to get with the darks. But I think what I admired about him was the day before the Wednesday paintouts, he would go out and do the sketch, the value sketch. And that is what told him about the darks. And then one day he came and he had this piece of broken mirror.
Yeah.
About this big. And then he would turn around and look at his painting and decide then what he needed to do. But somewhere along the line he lost that piece of mirror, I think. In the latter days I didn't see him using it.
Oh.
He has a different.
I'm not today, so enjoy it. It's the only time it'll happen. Jay, we were dear friends, but the kind of thing where I only saw him at Saturday paintouts. I'm a big second Saturday guy, even though I haven't been lately, but that's my place to be. And the thing I admired about Jay the most was the same thing that Schwang just talked about. His dedication to creating the scene, and a lot of times he wouldn't do it the normal way. I'd always notice him off to the side, or he'd be looking straight into the sun, like she was saying. These really odd ways of looking at a scene, but by the time he got done, he had the full value scale done. He had not only those little sketches up, I'm struggling to get one painting done, and Jay's just knocking it out, you know, an hour or so, he's done. And they're all just these magnificent compositions, and I think a lot of that, like a lot of us who were professional designers and architects and stuff, this is a place we come to die, we become watercolorists, you know. And Jay is probably the best I've ever seen at creating a very strong composition. And if you notice, especially with the ones that are the same, he always had a different way of looking at it, but it always comes out with the same kind of strength. There's always a foreground, a midground, and a background. And depending on if there's fog that day or bright sunlight, Jay always brought it to the brighter side. One of my favorites in the show right now are these geese going across Lindo Lake. Talk about a place that like has maybe 3 scenes to paint, the rest of it you just go to sleep. He knew how to interject character in his stuff, even when the locations sucked. But that's what I've got to say. So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
Go, Lori
I'm not
Lynch.
famous yet, I'm just Lori. But anyway, when I first met Jay at a paint out, and we were probably doing some architectural things, I don't even remember where it was. But I always have difficulty with buildings. I can't draw a box when I'm on location. But anyway, so that first day, you know, we all painted away, and of course Jay had his fantastic painting. And so after everybody had kind of left, I took my Sharpie and my painting over to Jay, and I said, Jay, I want you to draw in my painting what I'm doing wrong with this building. And he looked at me like I was out of my mind. I said, no, Jay, draw right on it. And so from then on, he would draw in my painting to correct all the angles that were wrong, and they were all wrong. So, and he would always laugh because he said, oh, my wife was the same way. She couldn't comprehend this. So anyway, that was one story. And then one time when we had a paint out and I had him demoing, we went to Coronado over the bridge to Tidelands Park. And it was a gorgeous day. I remember driving over the bridge and the sun's out, the boats are sparkling, and I'm ready because they're boats. And we go down there and we're setting up for the paint out, and 9 o'clock comes, and as people know, I start at 9. And he's ready to go, and this fog bank comes right in, and you can't see your hand. But Jay still comes up with a masterpiece demo, and it's great. And then Chuck should have talked about when Jay enhanced his painting for him, and he threw blue paint all over
Yeah, that was special.
Chuck's award-winning painting.
Cleaned in his brush. Thanks, Jay.
And then the other thing, the last thing that I remember is, and it relates to like my son, he'd go play soccer with a team, and one of the guys on his soccer team would always come with the best uniform, the best ball, and the most expensive shoes, and he couldn't play. But I would follow Jay into a paint out, and he'd have his old tattered, broken apart cardboard box, and his paint would be falling out in the ground, and I'd be picking up as he was going in. And anyway, he'd bring all this stuff, and he'd put his paintings on this tattered piece of cardboard, and he'd get ready to paint, and probably old brushes. Everything was on the ground, and he'd come up with this amazing painting. So we were always impressed with what Jay would do. So anyway.
Lori,
Thank you.
please tell them about your good deed, Floyd, or
Oh, Jay, you know, because I run the paint outs, I've always felt responsible for Jay, and he's a good guy, so I always helped him even though he was double my size, and I'd help him bring his stuff in. I was always afraid he was gonna fall. And he would never let me help him. Even as I'm picking up paint behind him, he would, oh, no, I'll do it. No, okay. So one day it occurred to me, okay, I gotta approach this differently instead of saying, can I help you? So what worked, what Drew's talking about, I told him, my mother raised me to do a good deed for somebody every day, and you're my good deed.
Guilt.
So he would let me help him in. And then when we were leaving, oh no, oh Jay, I can't have the completed good deed unless I help you back to your farm. And, okay, so from then on, he didn't give me any guff, he would let me help him. So those are a couple things.
In Seattle? What kind of plane was that?
Cessna.
Yeah, but it was in Seattle? It wasn't here in San Diego?
It's, no, it was not in San Diego.
Oh. You used purple in it. You used purple. You were the one who taught me purple.
Probably. And in the shadows.
Yep. Do you have a favorite painting? Do you have a favorite painting?
No.
Did you like doing the mission?
No, I don't have any favorite airplane.
Did you enjoy painting at Old Town?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed painting.
Your Balboa Park stuff is beautiful. Look at that. Love this.
The archway.
I love that archway. And I love this. It's so spiky.
Yeah, that's interesting. This is
Do you remember that one? I've never seen that.
yeah, that is a statue.
Where?
In Balboa Park.
Oh, I've never seen it. I'll have to go look for it.
This one is not here anymore. They tore this one down.
Where was that one at?
That was in Balboa Park.
Also in Balboa?
also.
Now this one down here, you did, that's at the winery. I was with you when you painted that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this, you did about 3 of this. No, I'm filming you. You talk. I'm going to make you famous. What do you think?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Susie.
Because you're a fabulous painter. And the world should know your work. Don't you think?
I think that's true.
That's true. And I now have 500 of your paintings in my living room.
Yes.
And I'm trying to organize them. And you have 30 paintings of mountains and 40 paintings of lakes and 6 paintings of the roller coaster and 800 paintings of the California Tower in Balboa Park.
Oh, well.
So I'm enjoying looking at them all. Did you enjoy painting them all?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite place to paint?
Probably the park.
Balboa Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave me a couple of your beautiful paintings of Balboa Park. I love them. I have when you gave me about 30 paintings. You know that?
Yeah.
I love them. I wish I had a room just for J. Andrews' room. So anyhow, I love you.
Hi, this is your.
I love you.
I love you.
I'll see you when I come back in town.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah, mwah. Throw me a kiss.
Okay.
Throw me a kiss. Thank you, Jay.